Hello Shivai, I'm Tahinio. Good day Earth humans, welcome to meet you at this time. We are very pleased to make your acquaintance. We are very pleased to tune to your physical vibrational dimension, and we're very pleased to co-create this third reality between us at this time. So, we would like to share once again the idea of reconnecting to your heart, reconnecting to your source, reconnecting to your well-being, your inner guide, your inner compass, your inner connection to the wisdom of creation. So, the idea is that your civilization has become very left brain oriented at this time. It has become very incoherent in its operation. The idea is that a truly enlightened, truly awakened, truly sensible, truly naturally oriented and flourishing civilization is neither left brain nor right brain oriented. It is balanced, it is centered, it is connected through both hemispheres of the brain. So the idea is that the left hemisphere of your brain, which controls your right side of your body, is connected to the idea of calculation, connected to the idea of making decisions based on information it receives from its reality. And so it is very limited in its ability to operate in this world, for it is only capable of being reactive, only capable of making decisions based on the information it is able to gather through the five senses. The idea is that as you create your reality within your own consciousness, as you create your reality within your own being, within your own mind, you are kind of locked into a prism, kind of locked into a box, kind of locked into a downward spiral when you are operating in a reactive mode of consciousness, when you are operating based on your five senses. For the idea is that what you put out is what you get back. The idea is you create your reality within your consciousness according to the vibrations you emit, according to your emotional state, according to your beliefs that create your emotional state, according to your thoughts you have day to day, which are created by your beliefs and your emotional state, according to what you assume to be true about your reality. And so the idea is this is all good and well, but if it was the case that you actually create your reality within your consciousness, you could see how this would kind of lock you into a catch-22 situation where you are unable to, where you're in a kind of Groundhog Day, where you are, referencing your movie, where you are unable to escape a certain paradigm. And this is why for so many of you your life is so repetitive. You find yourselves doing the same menial boring tasks, the same menial boring jobs day to day to day, watching the same kind of programs on your TV, experiencing the same kind of life and becoming very bored and dismal in your reality, because you're creating your reality vibrationally and you're basing your vibration on what you see outside of you. But the idea is that circumstances don't matter, only state of being matters. So the idea is that if you can begin to shift your vibration, if you can begin to receive energies, information, wisdom from outside of you to create your reality, then you will begin to see your reality change. You will begin to see your reality shift. And so the idea is that your civilization has been very lost for a very long time. It has been very lost in its left brain masculine consciousness for a long time. Has been acting reactively. It has been acting out of fear. So the idea is it has come to the point where it believes that if something is a problem in your civilization, it should be destroyed, it should be removed, it should be eliminated. And this is why you have seen the elimination of many of your animal species in your civilization, because you believe that the way to resolve the problem of a scary, fierce animal is to kill it, is to completely extinct its civilization. You have become even to the point where in your cities and towns that you are actually destroying your trees. You are destroying your vegetation. You see trees as a threat. Oh, that tree could fall down and hurt someone, therefore we should chop it down. And so You have followed this path too in your pharmaceutical industry. The idea is that in pharmaceutical medicine, the vast majority of it is designed to destroy symptoms. If you see a cancerous tumor in the body, the answer is to kill it. The answer is to destroy it. If you have a virus in your body, it must be destroyed. It must be killed. And so this is the idea of becoming from a left brain civilization. And if you continue down this path, you will eventually destroy everything in your civilization. For the idea is that things in reality, even diseases, are there to actually show you something. If you have created a disease in your body, it is for the purpose of showing you that something is out of alignment. And so the disease is serving a purpose. It isn't there to be destroyed. It is there to be brought back into symbiosis. It is a sign that you need to bring your body back into harmony, back into health, back into symbiosis. You need to begin to put the proper nutrition into your body. You need to begin to put the proper exercise into your body. You need to begin to treat your body with love and compassion. You need to create a proper vibrational state of harmony and love and compassion in your auric field to bring your body back to stasis. But you've come to the point where you think, I should just kill this disease, then I will be all right. But then another disease arises, and then another disease arises, and you're missing the message the disease is there to give you. And so if you continue down this path of merely living in a left brain oriented consciousness, you will begin to destroy everything in your reality. And you may see this already in your civilization. You have polluted your seas. You have destroyed your rainforest. Your cities are turning into concrete jungles. You have even destroyed your atmosphere to the point where harmful radiation is coming into your civilization, and your planet is going into a downward spiral. And the reason is because you have lost your connection to wisdom. You have a lot of intelligence. Your authorities have a lot of intellect. They have a lot of left brain calculating intelligence that think they should destroy anything that is a problem. And you see this in the idea of increasing wars in your civilization at this time. And the idea is they have lost all intelligence. They have lost all wisdom. They have lost all love. The idea is that the left hemisphere brain is reactive, is fear-based, is based on what it sees in its realities. And while it is very intelligent and is able to create nuclear bombs, it is very stupid because it is able to create nuclear bombs. It is lacking wisdom because it is able to create nuclear bombs. So it takes a lot of intelligence, it takes a lot of intellect, it takes a lot of calculating ability of the left hemisphere brain to create a nuclear bomb. However, clearly creating a nuclear bomb is very dumb. Creating a nuclear bomb is very stupid. So there is no wisdom in your civilization anymore, or there is very little wisdom in your civilization. We are glad to say it is re-emerging at this time. So the idea is that true wisdom, true intelligence comes from a right hemisphere, perhaps we could call a feminine energy, an energy of love. For the idea is that love is the frequency that creates creation. Every galaxy, every universe, every planet, every star, every human being, even the very left brain oriented ones that are creating nuclear bombs, were these beings. Everything in creation was created from the love vibration. This is why some of you may be aware that when you love your plants, they grow, they flourish. Plants that are showered with love, this is the idea, is that talking to your plants makes them grow. It's not so much the talking to, it's the idea that love, when you are radiating love towards a certain thing, it grows. When you love a child, it flourishes. When you are nasty and vicious to a child, it tends to end up traumatized and useless and unable to operate in reality. The idea is that love is the frequency which creates universes. Love is the frequency which created all of creation. It is literally the fabric of creation. Love is one of the first emanations of intelligent source consciousness, and it is the frequency that creates creation. And so to save your civilization at this time, you need to reconnect with the love frequency. You need to reconnect with the love vibration. You need to reconnect with the love feminine energy. And this is why your civilization, known as ancient Egypt, actually looked to their queens. Actually, the pharaohs actually looked to their wives as the wisdom givers. They were kind of the leaders of the civilization in the way, while the pharaohs, the masculine figures, were the figureheads and actually gave out the information and actually gave the orders, which the populace gladly took because they understood that it was coming from a place of love and wisdom to support their civilization. The wisdom was actually taken by the pharaohs from the women, from the queens. And it was actually the women that were kind of the leaders of the civilization, because it was understood that generally the women had a stronger connection to the right hemisphere of their brain, to their heart center, and to the intelligence of infinity, the intelligence of creation. The idea is that receptivity, the idea is that this nurturing energy actually is an intelligence that is received. The idea that we are pointing you to by saying follow your excitement moment to moment to the best of your ability is beginning you to tune you into the heart's consciousness, beginning to tune you into the channeling state, and beginning to tune you into the receptivity of the feminine hemisphere of the brain, the right hemisphere of the brain. So the idea is that the physical mind is actually, the physical brain is a receiver of information. And the idea is that the physical mind is really just designed to operate in the moment, in your reality, observe what's happening and act upon the wisdom that the brain is receiving. But the brain as a receiver has been lost in your reality. Your reality no longer understands that the heart and the brain are actually receivers of information, and it is their job to receive information from the intelligence of the universe. So the only way to save your civilization, the only way to progress as a civilization is to reconnect with the consciousness of the heart's wisdom, of the right hemisphere of the brain, and begin to harmonize them. So you have the right and the hemisphere of the brain working in coherence along with the heart's intelligence and the chakra body and the energy body and your aura. Once you create a harmonized, coherent vehicle where all your chakras are balanced, when you're activated in the heart chakra, the higher chakras, and the right hemisphere of the brain and the right hemisphere of the brain, which is the receptive energy, which is the intuitive energy, which is where the idea of women's intuition comes from. When you have these two hemispheres balanced, you receive information through the right hemisphere and you act upon the information through the left hemisphere of the brain. You are becoming an organism that is receptive to the infinite intelligence of creation. You are tapping into true wisdom. You are tapping into true intelligence. And from here, you are beginning to enable what is called the idea of downloads. You are beginning to enable access to the idea of intuition, inspiration, true intelligence, true wisdom. So left hemisphere, intellect, calculation. Right hemisphere, wisdom, intelligence, the infinite intelligence of creation. So when you're in this state of consciousness, when all your chakras are activated, when you're coming from a love-oriented center, when your heart chakra is energized and you're coming from a place of love, you can receive the intelligence of creation, and you can actually make rational, intelligent decisions in your reality through using the left hemisphere in harmony with the right hemisphere to actually make decisions that will benefit your civilization. So we can give you some practical tips to explain this. We understand this may be a little bit confusing. It may be a large amount of information we have shared with you, but you do not necessarily need to understand anything we have said. You merely need to be able to act upon the guidance that we're now about to share with you to use this information to actually create a love light oriented reality that actually serves everyone on your planet, and your kingdom will flourish. So what you need to do is, next time you are in a conversation with someone, instead of like habitually just responding the first thing that comes to your mind, as you've done from eons, based upon your conditioning, based upon the beliefs that have been handed down to you from your civilization that has nothing to do with you or who you are, instead of doing this, next time you're in a conversation, put your hands over your heart. Feel into the energy of your heart. And slow down. And center. And feel into what your heart wants to say. For your heart actually has its own intelligence. There is an intelligence to your heart. And this intelligence can save your world. This intelligence can save your planet. So next time you're in conversation with someone, you can practice this day to day, as most of you have conversations day to day, unless you are a yogi living in a cave in the Himalayas. Hence, you probably won't be watching this YouTube video. So this probably applies to 100% of you watching this video. Next time you're in a conversation with someone, instead of just instantaneously answering from your mind, going blah, 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 repeating all the nonsense most of you humans rabbit out from day to day, put your hands over your heart and say, What does my heart want to say in response to this question? And feel the energy of your heart and feel what your heart wants to say. Feel into this energy center in your body. What do I want to say from this place? What does my heart want to say? And you will probably find this is radically different from the response you would normally give in day-to-day conversation. And you can also use this technique when making decisions. Next time you have a decision to make, next time you have a calculation to make, next time you have something to act upon, place your hands over your heart and say, what does my heart want to do? What does the intelligence of my heart want to do? And the idea is that the heart is directly connected to source. The heart is directly connected to your higher self and your soul, and it is infinitely more intelligent than the physical mind. It can tap into all the information in all of creation, everything that has ever happened, the Akashic records, as some of you may call it, and you are able to make a decision on a much higher level of intelligence that will benefit everyone on your planet and everyone in creation. It takes into account the wisdom of the heart, takes into account all beings not just around you, all beings not just in your world, all beings in creation, all beings in the entire universe, all beings in all universes. And it will give you wisdom, it will give you intelligence, it will give you information to act upon that will serve all beings to the greatest good and will help and will assist in the acceleration of your civilization into a fourth density, fifth dimensional, love, light, golden age for all eternity, evermore in this universe. Amen. Connect with your heart. Use the physical mind where it is needed to make decisions, to make calculations, to put into action the intelligence and the wisdom of the physical heart, but do not use your physical mind to decide what to do. That's the heart's job. Good day, and love and light, Shivai. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that channeling, and if you want to learn more about this and work with me one-to-one, I have a training program. Visit starseedmission.net, check out the link below, where we can actually work together over the next 9 months. It's a long-term program to assist you, and we'll be doing channelings with the Yahyel as well and many other beings, I'm sure, to assist you to really embody this information and begin to act as a heart-centered, right brain, left brain hemisphere, balanced individual that can truly act from wisdom and create things that will assist the ascension of this civilization and your own ascension. So I shall see you guys in another now, and check out the link below. Have a great day. Shivai.